thank you for joining us. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us why you're here?
Yes, my name is Alexey Pajitnov, and people know me as a person responsible for Tetris.
What gave you the idea originally? What inspired you to write Tetris?
Yes, I was. That was 30 years ago. I was young man. I was a researcher in Computer Center of Academy of Science of USSR. It was the country USSR. 30 years ago.
So,
And my job was the programming for artificial intelligence problems. I work in automatic speech recognition, CAD CAM design, so kind of serious stuff, you know. But my heart was always in puzzles and games and mathematical riddles and all this amusement stuff. Close intellectual amusement stuff. And as soon as I got access to the computer, which was almost my personal computer, I immediately started produce some small puzzle and games, and Tetris was one of them. As a matter of fact, it was a board puzzle, well known, known for century, called Pentominos. It's a box with the plastic pieces of different shape. All shape you could produce out of 5 squares. If you could put 5 squares together in different ways. So it's only 12 ways you could make the solid piece out of it. And those pieces are very lovely. They looks like little bit like a letter of some alphabet. But it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You could play with it, rearrange it in some kind of silhouettes or whatever. The problem comes when you try to put it back in the box. That's quite a challenge. So unexperienced people could spend couple hours
just putting it away.
for this puzzle. Yeah, I love this puzzle. I was in love in it since I was a boy. So, and once I decide, I think to make a two-player game, board game, using this set, and put it on computer. So that time, computer didn't have any graphics. I couldn't draw the line or put the dot. All I could do is to put symbols or numbers on the screen. 24 lines, 80 symbols. That's all I can do. so all the graphical procedure when you pick the piece, place it on some playboard, you know, rotate it, put it there. It all should be. It was all kind of sophisticated kind of programming to do. Not really sophisticated, but some. And when I made those routines for those operations, the routine of 90-degree rotation of the piece was very funny. So you push it and it sounds ridiculous now, I understand. But that time was kind of a little bit new experience, and that's clicked me to do real-time game instead of two-player stuff. Well, I immediately downsized the set to Tetramina because real time couldn't be very complicated to memorize. And I start programming it, and somehow gravity comes naturally. I didn't even think about it. But the game kind of when the very first kind of draft starts spreading on the screen, I realized that the game ends in 20 seconds or whatever. So either I need to do very deep wells, deep screens and scroll it up and down, which I didn't like to do. Either I noticed that if you fill up entire line, it's kind of dead, it's useless. You don't need to keep it on the screen, and the real estate, the space is precious. So I decided to take them on. There we go, we had Tetris.
And that's Tetris. So as you say, it's the 30th anniversary. Are you surprised just how popular Tetris is in society today?
Well, you know, when my first stuff I told you about start working on the screen, I couldn't stop playing myself. I didn't have score, I didn't have any decoration, no next piece, nothing, just the pieces appearing and falling down. And I ex- make an excuse for myself that I'm just debugging something, but I cannot stop playing. So I realized that it's gonna be a good game, but I never expect anything like that.
I think it's safe to say it's probably the most addictive game in history, and a lot of time has been spent or wasted, depending on how you want to look at it, playing the game. It's a fun game. Do you regret making it?
Oh no, 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 not at all. As a matter of fact, that's the only thing which makes me kind of proud because people wasted a lot of time issuing some kind of stupid emails or watching TV instead of getting real happiness just from the screen.
That's brilliant. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So that's what I wish to do from the very beginning, to provide people with the joy and kind of happiness from immediately.
Yeah.
You know, not making tools to make you happy. You know.
I think it's safe to say you have succeeded there.
Hopefully, hopefully, yeah. So many people say me thank you.
No, definite thank you. It is, as you're saying, a very, very addictive game. Have you wanted to change it in any way? I mean, obviously it's the 30th anniversary.
Well, we have a very well established brand for Tetris for many years, and we keep the quality of the versions on different platforms and different kind of generation pretty tightly, and we keep the level of quality. I am very pleased how we did it. So we have a so for the number of years, different licensees make us very different proposals. There was lots of experiments on what to add and how to improve the game. So the best of those stuff are embedded in game already, like hold piece, like a longer line of prediction, what gonna be next. My original version have just one and optional. Now we have 3 or 4, depend on version, which makes the gameplay more strategical of the sort. There are lots of internal adjustments, like we have the little bit different random generation algorithm. Mine was completely random with the equal probabilities. Now we have kind of SAC, which remain the probability the same, but guarantee you that none of the piece will be lost for quite a while.
Okay. A bizarre question. Do you have a favourite piece?
Yes, my favorite piece is J.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
No, everyone seems to have a favourite piece, so
Yeah,
I would thought I would ask the man himself.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow, eyepiece is kind of really exciting. So everybody loves it. Everybody look for it. So it's not what make the game for you, because everybody just looking for it. T-piece is also kind of T-spin and lots of other stuff related to them. But somehow I feel that I get lots of game improvement, situation improvement when I place correctly JP. So that's why I love it.
Oh, it's really good to know. What's next for you then?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of I get used to maintain my game and take care of it. And right now, I think we have a mission, and we're close to to its realization. We want to make Tetris as a first virtual sport. So it has good chance to get there. And the new version, the Ultimate Tetris, which Ubisoft kindly did for us so far, it provides very important feature for us to move that direction. So now we could watch the best game. So any player could look at the how do you call it, leaderboards and find the game with the great score for him and watch the record of the game. So that is very important for people to have more scenic and more communication about how the other people play. Because generally Tetris used to be very solitary. You just sit with your display and enjoy yourself. That's been a situation for a while. Now we are trying to change it into the more kind of social stuff.
Okay. I think that's it. Thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate that.
Okay,
We look forward to playing more Tetris and having another conversation in 10 years at the 40th anniversary.
Thank you very much. I really hope so.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Why not subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the link on the screen now.